Hi. I'm not going to do a live sparkle today because I'm just not that sparkly. Actually, I'm kidding. Um, of course, wanted to give you a little rundown on the look of the day, which is, of course, let me get a little closer because I'm on the big comfy bed because standing up just is not a happening thing, and we'll go into that a little bit later. I used the pink one, the pink Photo Ready Eye Art. I say the pink one like you know what I'm talking about. Um, and although it's a pretty cool little doodad, I like the purple one better so far. I do want a blue one. I'll just put that out there. I do want a blue one. Um, there are other colors that I saw that I want them too. I think this would work better if I had done a blue, maybe mixed it with the blue sparkle too. The pink, just for me, personal preference, I didn't really care for. But a pink on its own is not a color that I don't think I can wear pink on its own and pull it off as well as other people can. That's my personal preference. You all may think I'm absolutely gorgeous today, and if you do, thank you. But anyway, um, I opted not to do lashes today because, to tell you the truth, I'm not getting too far out of this bed today. As I told you yesterday, pain level got really high. It got even more high. We'll go in, or got higher, I guess is the way to go with that. You can tell my eyes are kind of droopy because I didn't sleep a whole lot. But anyway, I decided since I wasn't going to wear lashes that I would give this, please let me have it the right way. Yes, I do. Yay! The Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Eye Mascara another try. Now, let me tell you something. Um, Husband came home yesterday. I tease husband and I tell him, "So yeah, you didn't tell me I looked beautiful today." And we were sitting there, standing, talking, and he says, uh, "Yes, I did." And we're joking back and forth. 29 years we can do this. Anyway, I said, "You didn't even know." I said, "You don't even know if I have on fake lashes or my own." And he said, "Yes, I do." I said, "Oh, then what is it?" He said, "You had on fake lashes when I came home, but you've taken them off." Wrong answer. As you all know that watched Sparkle yesterday, you all know that we had to redo Sparkle after I washed my hair because it messed my makeup up and that I didn't put any more lashes on. And that was way before he came home from work. Funny, 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 funny. Anyway, so I thought, I'll give this Revlon a try. And I'm not giving up my lashes. No. Um, but I do think that, if this is going to give me as much volume as the lashes that I had on yesterday, which I kind of noticed too, that, it's a good switch out. Um, be great if it was waterproof. I don't I didn't see that word anywhere on there. Waterproof is something that I like. My eyes leak. I jump in water. Yeah. Anyway, wanted to talk about something that happened last night because I am grumpy today. And also wanted to mention, you see, washed my hair again today in the shower. Got that extra, that one good wash and got the wash from the front. So you see how conditioned, how nice and normal. I don't want to say normal, but you can see the effects of the coconut oil shea butter conditioner thing. Now, let me say this. You can use any single oil. Um, some people only exclusively use coconut oil. I'm one of them people. Sometimes that's all I want to do. So I'll just, melt the coconut oil, put it on my hair. I use it a lot on my body and on my face. I talk about it a whole lot. I will tell people, you want good looking skin, put something good on it. Put something that's going to make you look good. inside and out. Um, but um, yes, we are I'm at this stage where it's drying and it's just kind of like all over my face. Um, anyway, yeah, we did how I got this look, because the only thing that's different from today is the eyes from what I normally do. And instead of using my oils, I strictly went with the Nivea Soft, because, uh, as my friend Kelly posted the other day, the Nivea Aftershave Balm is an excellent primer. It really, I didn't care for this scent. This was on sale, so I gave this a shot. This is a really good cream to be getting for all over, so, Anyway, the second ingredient is glycerin. Ladies, let me tell you, I haven't really checked any ingredients on primers, but glycerin is glue. Okay? Once you have glycerin on your face, your makeup is pretty much going to, I mean, mine is, it's there. Um, but I also have regular glycerin, and I use that after I put my oils on. Give them time to absorb. I'll go back before I put even before I put primer on. If I'm wearing, even if, try that again. Even if I'm wearing primer, I will go back and put the glycerin oil on. Did I say that right? I'll put the glycerin oil on, then put the primer on. There, I got it right. Um, anyway, the lips, of course, are Revlon 668. Hey, I can see that. And it's Primrose, and I think I've worn this before and talked about it before. This was one of the ones that I got from Ulta, and they were $2.99. So yes, I had not bought lipstick in a long, long, long time. At $2.99, I got several of them. I think I got maybe 8. I can't remember. Do I plan on buying more lipstick if they go on sale for $2.99? You betcha. Anyway, I'm getting over a grouchy spell. We're going to talk about this, and it's not going to be one of my more shining moments. And that's part of the reason why we're going to talk about this. Because, please go away, cat. Because here's what happened. Well, we were talking yesterday, I had the back pain that kind of like just, had to redo Sparkle, had to back up and say, no pain, you're not going to win, all that fun stuff. Hoorah. And I'm not going to say that pain won. I'm going to say that sometimes this is something that happens with people who suffer with chronic pain, and sometimes it's a girl thing. I mentioned about my eyelashes earlier, and the fact that he couldn't tell the difference is, the first thing that's in my mind is, see how much attention you pay to me? Yeah, that's a girl thing. And give me a like if you've said it or felt it or whatever with your significant other. It's like, see how much attention you pay? Well, anyway, the eyelash thing wasn't a great big deal. Our normal routine has evolved into, there are TV shows that he likes that I don't care for. We tried torturing each other and making each other, to spend time together. We tried watching each other's TV shows, and, well, it didn't work. There were a few shows we liked together, and we watched them together, and that was great. But the shows that we just, that we just really just don't care for, one of us was just miserable, and it ended up making the other one miserable. So it just wasn't a happening thing. So he goes downstairs, decompresses, watches TV, and I stay up here in the big, in the big comfy bed, or in the upstairs part of the house, and do my thing. Um, but anyway, during the course of the evening, I started last July having odd leg pain, and what happens is that it's just in my left leg. It will draw my left foot, instead of a cramp that pulls your foot backwards or that way, it draws my foot this way, almost, and it feels like that it's just going to break my foot, and that my ankle bone is just going to pop right out of the skin, and it's extremely painful. Now, whenever I have them, I normally can, breathe through, massage, whatever. Um, and I'm not, this is pain that we're talking about. Part of Sparkle is sharing what gets us through, and sometimes transparency is something that we need, and today that's what I need. Anyway, so uh, while I'm laying here, I feel my foot start to pull, and it's like, oh, here we go. So I start to kind of try to straighten my leg out, try to start reach getting to it to massage the muscle. It's on the side of my foot. It's never in the back of my calf muscle like a normal cramp is. It's on the side of my leg, and it just will feel like somebody sticks a knife there, and it starts pulling and drawing. And it's like if it didn't stop. The first few times that I had it, I seriously thought that my body was trying to break my own foot. Um, I know that's a crazy sounding thing to say, but that's how painful it was, and my own body was bending my foot in an unnatural way. Um, anyway, so that happens, and I don't make a big deal out of it because it happens. I may go ow ow or something like that, not in a very loud way. It happens. I deal with it, and we move on. Um, I had just talked about the changes in my diet, improving the cramping and things. So that also kind of contributed to my here we go again mood, because I've been trying to stretch my bananas till payday. um, that's a joke, kind of. But I have cut down on. I've not intentionally, but I've just kind of backed down on how many bananas I was eating, and just added different fruits more than anything, and different vegetables. Um, anyway, um, so the cramps started, or the drawing started, um, and it wouldn't stop. Um, and for what seemed to me like forever, um, which was probably just a few minutes or moments or something to that effect, I was in so much pain I couldn't stand it, and I was literally crying out in pain, loud, purposely, because I knew I needed help, and I couldn't move my body to stand on my foot. I couldn't move my body enough to massage the muscle or anything like that. Anyway, I'm yelling ow at the top of my lungs, um, repeatedly, louder and louder, because that's all I can think of to say. My poor little dog, who is my hero, is just looking at me, and she's trying her best to figure out what to do for me. She's, at the foot of the bed just going, I don't know how to help you, Mom, but, Um, anyway, so finally, after everything is said and done, I finally maneuvered my body around enough to get off the bed. Um, I can't immediately put weight on this leg because it's not going to hold me. Um, so, I'm working and massaging and getting to where I can get my toes on the ground, and then keeping, pushing to get my leg on the ground. And the whole time it's just, I couldn't believe how bad it hurt. I mean, that's just the only thing that I can tell you. I had natural childbirth. This hurt worse. Um, anyway, the point of what I'm talking about. After some time, I was already over the episode, and I'm in bed and I'm kind of resting. I always try to, when I start hurting, I try to focus on my breathing, because if you focus on your breathing, you can help. Oxygen helps reduce your pain, and it helps calm you down, and being calm helps with your pain. So I was already back in the laying down, um, focusing on relaxation. Um, part of my breathing. Whenever I inhale, I can do all things. When I exhale, through Christ who strengthens me. That works for me. It keeps me, or different scripture. Another scripture may work, but that one works for me. Um, I recommend using it because it also starts getting your mind calmed down and positive and refocusing on what really matters. And not saying that pain doesn't matter, because it does, but um, when you fight with pain, your mental battle is where the biggest part of it is. And if you win the mental battle of it, um, you're in good shape. So, um, anyway, I was back breathing, I'm back in the bed and I'm breathing, and I'm thinking to myself, I still have not seen, maybe he didn't hear me, but he had to, because I'm pretty sure the whole neighborhood could, um, because I got loud. And that's not something that I do when I'm in pain, is get really, really loud. Um, but anyway, um, so he comes up a bit later. He's carrying the dog blanket out of the dryer. And he's just kind of like, meandering on in here. And I just kind of looked at him and I said, "Did you not hear me?" And this was the reply. Now, before I do this, don't y'all go texting him or calling him if you know him and telling him all this stuff, because we've already dealt with it. Okay? Um, he lays the dog blanket down. He said, "Yeah, I was asleep in the chair, and I heard you, and I went to the bathroom and got the dog's blanket." And I'm thinking to myself, you heard me screaming, and you got the dog's blanket, and you went to the bathroom. Really? Okay, now, in my mind, because I'm in that girl hurt mode, in that girl, in that pain mode, I looked at him and I said, "Well, I guess it's a good thing that, somebody hadn't broken in or was shooting me or whatever." And, he just I didn't talk to him anymore the rest of the evening. And if I did, it was very little. I was mad at him. I'm still a little mad at him. Um, the big picture is that I'm more mad because the pain won. When it gets right down to where the rubber meets the road, if he had made it up here when I was having my little moment, I don't know that there would have been anything that he could have done. To be honest with you, I don't think if somebody would have shot me full of morphine that it would have stopped that pain. And that's what I wanted to be transparent about this morning. Sometimes, whenever pain happens, it's very easy to sew up, um, as that phrase goes, or to I've got a hair that I can feel but can't see, um, or to start feeling sorry for yourself, or to start thinking of, and nobody cares. Then you start a little spiral, and then you get mad, and you're mad at everybody before you know it. Um, and yes, um, I don't understand. You hear me yelling. I don't understand the thought process behind getting the dog's blanket out of the dryer and going to the bathroom, other than that means you don't have to make another trip back downstairs. But and it's selfish of me to feel that way. But anyway, I wanted to talk about it, and I just wanted to put it out there because sometimes, he has a hard road living with me. Um, it's not an easy thing. Excuse me. But my point of sharing this with you is that we need to focus the emotions for where they really belong. My anger is with the pain. Not with him. Now, I'm going to pull all those emotions back in and just going to say that while, excuse me, little emotional outburst that I wasn't expecting, while all of that within those few moments, and when I woke up this morning, I'm just going to be honest with you, I wasn't going to get out of the bed. I wasn't going to take a shower. I wasn't going to put makeup on. I haven't had coffee. I drank my smoothie. I decided, after fighting with myself and my feel sorry for me pity party, to take a shower because my hair just really needed that one more wash. Just to get rid of the rest of the oil that I couldn't get rid of yesterday. And then I decided, yesterday I stood up and did my makeup all over again because I didn't want pain to take my sparkle. So I kind of had to remind myself, and not that my makeup has anything, is really about my sparkle, deciding to not take a shower, to not take care of me today. And sometimes taking care of yourself is just staying in bed. Don't get me wrong with that. But when you're staying in bed because you're hurting, that's one thing. When you're staying in bed because emotionally, that's where you want to be. That's when we need to rethink. and work on sparkle a little bit. Because even though it's a battle, it's one that we have the ability to win. And so the long and the short of this, and the takeaway from all of this, is to remember nobody feels our pain like we feel it. So even though they don't come right when we think they should, or do what we think they should do, they're doing their best. They don't live in our body. They're the pain that we have is a concept they don't understand. They have pain, but they don't understand the level. You know, unless you're living it, you don't understand it. So, Sarge has joined me on the bed. Yay. So this sparkle is a little longer than most sparkles, just because I wanted to take a few minutes to address the fact that, you know, there's the emotional factor of pain. Depression and pain go hand in hand. But I also wanted to take a moment to remind you that no matter where you are, no matter how much pain, don't give up. Something in you sparkles. Something in you still has fight. You still have purpose. So remember that even though you may, for a fleeting moment, or even a few hours in my case, be angry with another person, that it's not their fault. Redirect the anger for pain. That's, you know, I mean, that's where what we're really angry about. Then start to count your blessings. Get a new attitude, refresh your mind, and share your sparkle. And this is Tuesday's Sparkle. And to answer your question, yeah, I'm probably going to go back to bed. I need rest today. But I needed to share this with you. So, enjoy. See you. Bye.